Hi, everyone. Rich Sassman here with Century 21. Scott Swinford with Hancock Mortgage.
That's me. Hey, everybody.
It is Mortgage Tip Monday once again. How awesome is that?
It's awesome. You know what else today is?
What?
Today is National First Responders Day.
Very important day.
That is extremely important to me. For those of you who didn't know, I spent 19 years in emergency medical services on the fire department. And so these folks are obviously very, very close to me. What it is, it comes on August 28th or October 20th. I'm just going to read this really quick. It says it recognizes heroic men and women who make it their business to take immediate action when disaster strikes. Not sure what a first responder does? Think about 911 for a moment. Firefighters, police, paramedics, and more rushing into lower Manhattan. So whether you've had your own emergency or not, it's not hard to understand how much you should appreciate these folks that are out there saving lives, protecting property, and watching out for you every day. So if you would, if you know a fireman, paramedic, EMT, first responder, nurse, doctor, even the folks who are giving their lives and their time to help protect you, say thank you today. Just thank them.
Yeah, because first off, there's no way that any single one of them gets paid what they're truly worth. But so make sure you give them their thanks. They appreciate that just as much.
I can tell you that the vast majority of them, what I know, do not do it for the money.
Nope.
Because the money's not there.
Nope. It's just like teachers. So
that's exactly it.
Yep. You put in more work than people see, and they don't get all the recognition they deserve. So
very true.
So what
are we talking about today?
So your offer's been accepted. Congratulations. But what now? What's next? So the first thing is the title work is ordered and also we request the HOA documents on the buyer side. That way, if there's an HOA, we can start reviewing that stuff, and we have a few days to read it over and say yes or no to whether we accept the HOA's terms.
HOA meaning
Homeowners Association.
Homeowners Association.
Yes. So
gotcha. Thought that was some kind of like cryptic code.
No, Homeowners Association. Okay. I mean, some places have them, some places don't, but just want to make sure that you fully know what you're getting into. Like, some of them aren't restrictive at all. Some don't let you wash your car in your driveway. I mean, it's important to know what you're getting yourself into, because this is probably the largest investment that you'll be making. So you want to make sure that you know everything about it before you actually purchase it. So,
and I'm thinking of creating a homeowners association for my house.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great idea. It's like nobody under 18.
Oh, you're trying to kick your kids out?
Yeah.
At least one of them.
At least one of them. We're going to have a tough conversation later today, I think. Just kidding.
I hope he's watching. And if he is, shouldn't you be doing your schoolwork at school right now?
They should be getting off school right now.
Oh.
But yeah, so the homeowners associations, like you said, they can be very strict. I know there are a few of them locally that are very strict about what time you can put out your garbage cans and things like that. And other ones are just there to like share like parks, the upkeep and things like that. And so
yeah, and it's about a 50-50 split. Half the people that I've sold houses to don't care about what the HOA says. They know it's there for the greater good, hopefully. And the other half says, no way I will ever live in an HOA, because if I want to paint my house pink, please don't. That they want to paint the house pink. So either way, there's no wrong answer when it comes to HOAs, because there's plenty of opportunities either way. So after while you're doing that, we're scheduling also probably what I consider the most important part of discovery on the house, and that's the home inspection. So it's very important to get that ordered as soon as possible and get the inspector out there as soon as possible. That way you have more time to respond if issues do come up and negotiate what's going to be fixed and what's not before you have a set time that you have to negotiate all that stuff. So you want to make sure that you get everything done in time in the contract.
And home inspections are important.
Yes.
Maybe I'll post a video later I saw of a home inspector. I don't know if you've seen the one. Guys walking through the house going, you need a GFI there, GFI there, GFI there, you need a GFI there, you need a GFI there, you need a GFI over there, and a GFI over there, and here's the kitchen. What's up with all these GFIs?
Yeah.
It's called How to Kill a Deal. Your
Yep.
home inspector is not there to kill the deal. They're there to show you what you're getting into and make sure you're being properly protected when you purchase the home.
Exactly. I work with a bunch of great inspectors, and I work with ones that I consider non-alarmist, ones that will let us know if there is a major issue and what the small issues are, but they're not going to say that a small issue should kill the deal. Like I've seen them. I've seen some other inspectors do that, but I work with people that understand what is going on here and saying, you know what, this is going to cost you maybe $300 after you purchase the home to get this fixed. It's not that big of a deal. And so I go, oh yeah. So they disarm the homeowner or the future homeowner from going, oh my goodness, it's gonna. This is such a huge issue. No, it actually only costs this much. So they give out ballpark numbers, which I appreciate because it makes our job as realtors a whole lot easier when they know that stuff and they help us out with disarming the client from all that. I always make it a point to go to all my inspections so I can learn firsthand about this house, and I'll help make the judgment call if I think that this house isn't worth what it is now after the inspection. Let's say the foundation is crumbling. I'm gonna start advising, hey, maybe we should try to get out of this contract and find another one because this house is not in satisfactory shape. And it's going to cost you a lot of money, and you're going to be upside down in the house. So that's one thing with the inspection. Knock on wood, that hasn't had to happen yet, but it came pretty close.
It's happened to me.
Yep.
Almost. Well, and I'll tell you, I bought 2 houses in my life. The first house I bought, my agent said, don't worry about it. You don't need a home inspection. It's this little old lady who only drives this house to church on Sunday. Well, okay.
How do you drive a house to church on Sunday?
Well, you kind of get the idea. It was sort of that thing. She has done all this work in here. Everything looks great. You don't need a home inspection. You don't need to waste your money on that. We came in there and found there was several $1,000s worth of damage to the hardwood floors that she had covered up with throw rugs, and some other things too. Mm-hmm. So I wish I would have had a home inspection done. The second house we purchased, we had a home inspection done, and they said, you know, you really need to get somebody out here to check this septic field because to me it just doesn't look right. We did, and they saved me about $8,000 because it needed to be replaced. So a few $100s for a home inspection versus paying $6 or $8. And even now, Rich, I don't know if I told you about the one that one of my clients had. They had to replace the septic system, take up a couple trees. The estimate on that was over $20,000 because of that. So it's a good thing they spent a couple $100s on a home inspection.
Yep. I mean, would you rather spend? Would you rather buy a $200,000 house and have no safeguards going into the contract, or spend $400 kind of consider hedging your bet a little bit to make sure that it's a great opportunity? And I would never recommend not getting one. Even with new construction, they're very important to have because who knows, maybe a contractor had a lazy day. We all have them. So, and something may have not been done right.
You never know.
I hate to think that happens, but I've seen it. So,
so we get a positive home inspection. Yep. Everything looks good. You as the agent take care of any issues that you think are major or that should be addressed by the sellers. So we're good to go. Mm-hmm. What do we do then?
So I get on the phone with Scott over here and say, hey, you know what? We're ready to order the appraisal.
So we get the appraisal order.
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, the appraisal is not a home inspection.
Nope.
The appraiser is there only to go out because my underwriter is not going to drive up here from Texas and look at the house. And so the appraiser goes out and looks at it and finds comparables that have sold in different areas, same square foot, similar houses, and says, okay, the value that they have placed on this, the purchase price, is sufficient enough for you to be able to make the loan on this, basically assuring the underwriter. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the value doesn't come back. Mm-hmm. And then we have to talk.
Yeah. Just think about it as somebody saying, yeah, you know what, he's good for the money. That's basically what an appraiser is doing. Because you wouldn't loan somebody $100 knowing that they're not going to pay it back or be able to pay it back, right? So it's their safeguard to make sure that the house is worth what everybody thinks it is.
So we get the appraisal back.
Mhm.
That looks good too. It's on value. And very seldom will the appraiser ever come back and say, you're buying for 200, but it's worth 220 or 230 or 250. It might be worth more than what the purchase price is, but they're not going to go out overboard and say it's worth a lot more. They may come back and say it's worth at least 202 or at least 203. So it's okay to do the loan on. It just doesn't necessarily tell you how much the property is actually worth, just enough, just that it's worth what you're borrowing.
Exactly. So, hey, if this information so far has been helpful for you, or you think it can help somebody, please like and share this. It would mean the world to us, because our entire thing is we want education out there. We want everybody to know all the steps of buying a house, because it's that important. If you're buying a house and you don't want to know the steps, well, why would you want to invest in something and not know how to go about it? So,
yeah, that's one thing. I always suggest to my clients that they spend a few minutes on the phone with me or come into the office and let's talk. Let's decide what the best loan program for you is, what the correct steps are, what we're doing here. And it's odd that sometimes people will they'll take advice that they hear from somebody else, or they'll spend more time researching what type of potato they are versus getting good information on the loan or on real estate related questions and things. So again, this is a huge financial consideration for you. Take a few minutes and learn about what you're getting into, and hopefully we're able to address some of those so you don't have to ask us. But of course, if you have questions, you're always welcome to ask us.
Feel free to message me. I get messages every week with people that it's like, what, I was just thinking about this the other day with my wife or with my husband, and just trying to figure out, and they're looking to possibly buy in the next year or so. And I'm like, yeah, ask me the question. I want you to be educated before you start the process too. So I have guides for buying and selling homes that I'm more than happy to mail out to anybody. So just message me your address and I'll send out the guides to you for free, because I believe education is that important. So,
right. But even more important, we're here. We're here for you.
Yep.
Don't hesitate to ask.
Yep. We're having kind of a weird thing with Facebook right now. There's a little glitch going on where I'm not seeing if anybody's putting any questions or who's watching and whatnot. So if if you have asked a question or anything to us, feel free to just message me afterwards, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. It's just, there's something weird going on with Facebook. It must not like Mondays or something, even though it's the best part of the week is Mortgage Ship Monday.
Monday is the best part, not only Monday, but of the week, I hope. Yeah, and Facebook's been doing this to me for a few weeks, actually. I still noticed some glitches earlier. So maybe they're working on some things.
Hopefully.
What can you do?
But so this past weekend, there's a very interesting and historical event happening in Port of Indiana. Actually, it was the commissioning of the 4th USS Indianapolis.
That's why I wore this shirt today. That's the Indianapolis Sun. Well, maybe
I don't think it's a sailboat.
It's a ship. It's red, white, and blue. Yeah, no, that's not. That is not a sailboat.
But give me a heart on the comments if you guys were there or you watched the feed of it. It was just a very impressive event there, and it just made my day on Saturday. I'm still trying to figure out the words to say, wow, how to describe the event besides impressive.
And Rich is normally not speechless.
No.
So this had to be a pretty significant event for him Saturday.
So I'm one that I love history, and I love just the nature of this, because the second USS Indianapolis helped carry parts of the atomic bomb to Japan before it was attacked and sunk. So without the USS Indianapolis doing an undercover mission, they would have never been able to end World War II. So it was very impressive educational day. So, and for a history buff like me, I enjoy that stuff. So, but once again, if all this information about mortgages has helped you, or you think it can help somebody, please share it and like it. It means the world to us. The more people that see this, the better. Other than that, if you have any suggestions for topics for future episodes, feel free to message us, and we'll talk about anything that people tell us about the home buying or selling process. So
That's what we're here for.
Yep.
Just about every Monday.
Just about every Monday. Yeah. We're bad about 95% with Mondays right now.
I would say 90. Yeah. Yeah, we try to make it every Monday, but we want you to know that we're here for you. And again, if you have questions throughout the week or whatever, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Or, like Rich said, if you got a good topic, let us know, and we'll talk about it next week for you.
Exactly. So once again, hope I see everybody in one of my later Facebook Lives later this week, talking about open houses and stuff like that. If not, I'll see you next Monday on Mortgage Tip Monday. This is Scott Swinford with Hancock Mortgage. I'm Rich Sassman with Century 21. I hope everybody has a great week.
Have a great day and a great week. Stay warm.
Stay warm. Yeah, aren't they talking?